My name is Beverly, and I love to draw cats. I'm a professional artist, and working from photographs, I've drawn cats from all over the world. I create portraits in colored pencil, and then share the story of each cat and the art process here on video. This is the story of little Coco, an inky black house cat from Houston, Texas, who worked her way up the ranks into a very special place in her person's heart. Susan was a single mom when she first saw the young cat at a Petco adoption event in 2001 and fell in love. Susan wanted to find a kitten because her youngest daughter, who was 6, had never had one before. Although she was half grown at 6 months, Coco was still technically a kitten in terms of her development and playfulness. Since there were already 2 cats in the household, Coco was relegated to the bottom of the pecking order. This meant she didn't get much one-on-one time with Susan. She also never liked to be picked up. That changed when Lady, the top cat, died. Little Coco consoled her human by allowing Susan to hold her close and weep. This was the first of 2 events that brought them closer. The second happened when Coco was 4. Susan came home one day to find Coco in distress and foaming at the mouth. Susan rushed the little cat to an emergency vet hospital, not knowing what was wrong. By the following morning, burn marks had formed at the corners of her mouth, making it apparent she had gotten electrocuted while chewing on a cord. There was only a 40% chance that she'd survive, much less eat on her own again. Susan could have chosen to put her down at that point, but instead decided to do whatever it took to help little Coco recover. Fortunately, Coco recovered well, and from then on, the 2 became connected in a way Susan had never experienced with another cat. As the family changed, so did Coco's routines. 7 years after Coco joined the family, Susan got remarried, which altered the household dynamics, especially at bedtime. At first, Coco didn't like the new husband taking over her favorite spot in bed, but she eventually learned to sleep on Susan's side. When Coco was 10, they adopted a tuxedo kitten named Connor. He chased her relentlessly at first, but became her napping buddy in later years. A new grandbaby arrived at the house when Coco was 13. The little cat promptly appointed herself the guardian of the infant and supervised every activity and visitation. The stability of Coco's daily routines helped her deal with the changes. Coco slept every night at Susan's feet until the morning alarm went off, after which she curled up under Susan's arm and head-butted her. While Susan got ready for work, Coco sat in the bed, and when Susan was away, Coco spent the day napping somewhere, often favoring the soft doggy house by the sliding glass door. In the evening, when Susan lay on the couch in front of the TV, little Coco nuzzled into her neck. It was Susan's care and Coco's fighting spirit that helped her recover from the electrocution and do well despite an earlier discovered kidney deficiency. In Coco's older years, more trials would come, but not defeat them. When Coco was diagnosed with cancer, she was given only weeks to months to live. Susan and her vet helped Coco survive it with prednisone treatments. Next, when Coco began to slow down due to arthritis, Susan got her acupuncture treatments. This enabled Coco to be her playful self again. But as a senior cat, she mostly preferred sitting by Susan over chasing around with the other cats. In October of 2019, Coco's kidneys finally gave out, and Susan had to say goodbye to her loyal and devoted companion. Little Coco will forever hold a special place in Susan's heart for bringing joy through her playfulness, patience, trust, and deep connection. Here is the finished portrait. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. To commission a portrait and video for your cat, visit my website, ilovetodrawcats.com.